How Britain's collapse quietly made Poland Europe's new powerhouse is not a story of luck. It is a story of choices.
The United Kingdom once led Europe's economy, but today, cracks are beginning to show.
As Britain slows, Poland quietly accelerates its industrial revival.
Brexit promised control, but delivered labour shortages and rising costs.
Thousands of Polish workers are leaving Britain, returning to a stronger homeland.
For the first time in generations, economic power in Europe is shifting east. Global investors are quietly moving money out in London, seeking stability elsewhere. As money leaves London, it finds a new home in Warsaw. Britain's economy is shrinking because workers are disappearing.
Poland's economy is built on production, not speculation.
Poland invested in people to study, and now it's paying off. Britain's health system is cracking under the weight of worker shortages.
Poland's growing economy is rebuilding the services its people rely on.
Yeah.
Poland's growing economy is rebuilding the services its people rely on.
For young Britons, opportunity increasingly lies beyond their borders.
A historic shift is underway as workers return east.
Higher productivity is turning Poland into Europe's industrial engine.
Rapid growth brings new challenges that Poland must now confront.
A new generation of Polish companies is beginning to rise.
Recovery is possible, but time is running out for Britain. The balance of economic power in Europe is moving east.
The contrast is stark. As the map is rewritten, the old order fades, replaced by a new dynamism in the East.
By 2030, Europe's economic hierarchy could look very different. Poland is no longer chasing it is catching up.
Billions in EU funds quietly fueled Poland's rise.
Higher wages and better services are changing everyday life.
Decades of underinvestment are now impossible to ignore.
Infrastructure is the backbone of Poland's economic miracle. Companies are voting with their feet for house and moving east. Years later, Brexit still shapes Britain's economy.
Poland is emerging as the engine of Central Europe.
The UK still has a choice, but the window is closing. As growth stalls, Britain turns to higher taxes to fill the gap. Poland attracts business with a lighter tax burden and stability. A lack of workers and investment is worsening Britain's housing crisis.
With workers and capital, Poland is building homes at speed.
From transport to healthcare, Britain's services are struggling.
Investment is translating into better daily life for Poles.
Talent goes where opportunity is strongest.
For many skilled workers, Britain is no longer the first choice. Migration flows are reversing for the first time in decades. The story of Europe's economy is being rewritten today, from west to east. Economic power is now shaping Europe's security and alliances. Poland is investing heavily in defense and becoming indispensable.
Economic stagnation is limiting Britain's global reach.
Energy independence is becoming the new economic weapon. Long-term planning is shielding Poland from energy shocks.
Conflict has transformed factories into strategic assets.
Production capacity is now a measure of power.
Without workers and investment, industry stalls.
A new center of gravity is forming in Europe.
Economic power determines who is heard and faced and who is not.
In the modern world, money shapes politics more than ever.
Economic strength is giving Poland more weight inside the EU.
Outside the EU, Britain has fewer levers to pull.
Production has become Poland's greatest strength.
We are seeing a fundamental reorganization of global trade. New centers of gravity are emerging, shifting.
Once great factories now stand silent.
A generation is following opportunity across the continent.
Without reform, decline becomes destiny.
Europe's future will be decided by those who build, produce, and adapt.
Success brings new responsibilities and challenges.
The next fight for power will not be fought in factories alone.
Code is becoming Poland's newest export.
And our platform is uniquely positioned to capture this growing market.
Britain's best minds are following opportunity elsewhere.
Artificial intelligence is rewriting the rules of growth.
Automation is amplifying Poland's productivity advantage.
Without investment, productivity stalls.
The next generation of power is being trained today.
Scale is becoming Poland's hidden advantage.
Cuts today mean weakness tomorrow.
Innovation thrives where talent, capital, and policy align.
The technology race will decide Europe's next leaders.
Entrepreneurs are building Poland's next generation of giants.
Capital flows where confidence is strongest.
The digital economy runs on invisible foundations.
Speed of execution is becoming everything. Delays are costing Britain its digital edge.
Poland is no longer just building, it is inventing.
Small efficiency gaps compound into big power shifts.
Britain risks being outpaced from both sides.
The choices of one generation echo for decades. Momentum becomes legacy when it is passed forward.
Without reform, the future narrows.
History is the final judge of policy.
Poland has secured its place among Europol's leaders.
Decline is not inevitable, Kilvie, but time is short.
Nations rise or fall by the paths they choose. Investment, stability, and patience still matter.
Tensions are rising across the Middle East, particularly in this region. We are closely monitoring the situation as it develops into the Asian markets.
Latest suggestion. The results of policy are now impossible to ignore. Europe now faces choices that will define the century.
Tourists right out.
Poland's rise offers a roadmap, not a miracle.
The most expensive cost was time.
Wealth without renewal always fades.
Nations can change if they choose to.
In the end, economies rise or fall with their people.
Every generation leaves a mark, good or bad.
Growth is built, not inherited. What kind of future do we choose to build? This ending is also a beginning. Every story must face its ending.
Others rise by building patiently. No empire falls overnight.
Behind charts are lives.
Time judges without mercy.
Decline is a choice, Woodfeen. So is recovery.
With power comes responsibility.
Growth rewards patience.
The future belongs to those we prepare.
The future rises quietly.
endings are beginnings.
Europe has changed forever. Look back, dance, once.
The future belongs to builders.
Thank you for watching history unfold.